Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Kim with Kim's Inspired Life, and Raleigh's here too, and you're looking at a bucket of Plumeria. Aren't these beautiful, these Plumeria blossoms? We put them in water because we wanted to preserve them. We picked them at the Maui Plumeria garden about a couple of days ago, and Rollie and I are going to show you some of them. You want to help me take some out, hun?
Absolutely.
And then we can put them over here, and we're going to make a lei with them. So if you are ever in Maui and you want to go to the Maui Plumeria garden,
you have to go.
Yes, it was such a wonderful adventure. I just was looking online for something close to us to do. It was like $15 a person for like an hour and a half. This really amazing and enthusiastic and knowledgeable gentleman named Doug. It's his farm. It's his second farm. He has another farm, right, hun? He said?
Yeah.
In another part of Maui. And so we're kind of on the Kaanapali side, on the west side of the island. And his other farm is north of here, I believe he said, a couple of hours. And so when you go to the
there's just so many of these.
So when you go to the farm,
there's one of the red ones.
I know, aren't they pretty? And he knows every single one of these, the names of them. So as he's picking them, so when you get to the farm, you check in, and there was us, and there was a family from Canada, and then there was another family from a couple people that live actually here in Maui. And so he gives you this white bucket, and he says, okay, he says, just pick as many blooms as you want as we're going through. And then as he's talking and telling you all about Plumeria, then he's throwing blooms in your bucket as well. And so they're just, some of the Plumeria are more fragrant than others. Some of them are grown for their color more so than their fragrance, which I didn't know that, but we love Plumeria. Look at that one. See how you can tell the shapes? He said the average Plumeria bloom has 5 blossoms or 5 leaves, and then some have, in this bucket, there's one that has 10.
Ta-da!
Is that one?
Yep.
Yeah, there's that one, speaking of which. And so he said that it's just a variety, and he's shared that, Plumeria is so easy to grow. You basically just get the root and you just stick it in the ground, and that's it. And the only 2 things you have to be worried about are that you don't overwater it. So he said that they water them, they give them about, how much water, hun?
Half a gallon every 3 days.
Yeah. And then as far as the temperature, he said it just can't get below 40 degrees.
40 to 50 is pushing it.
But other than that, he said it doesn't need even full sunlight. He said just as long as it gets about 10 to 12 hours of sunlight a day, any type of sunlight is fine, he said. So, wow, look at how pretty these are. So we decided that we would come home, or we'd come back to our room, and we would make a lei, or make a couple of leis. Well, we didn't have any string, so if you're like us and you don't want to stop at, well, we're going to go to Walmart today, and so, but we weren't close to a Walmart. We said we'll just go back to our hotel. We're staying at the Westin, and we'll just go to the front desk and we'll just ask them for a sewing kit. So that's what we did. We actually just got back to the room, and we called housekeeping and asked for a sewing kit, and she brought us 3. So we're going to use the needle and the thread that's in here to make a lei. So we thought that we would share that process with you. That's a lot of blooms, and there's still a lot in there too. And so we'll probably, oh, and he also gave us the leaves, the seeds.
He gave us seeds Oh, I put them in here.
Oh yeah, that's okay. He gave us some seeds because you can actually grow plumeria straight from the seeds, or you can grow it, like I said, just from putting the stock in there. And I'm going to put the website, so if you are in Maui at some point and you want to go to the Plumeria Gardens, you can. You can find him.
He also said that if you had planted the stock, you would get blooms the same year if you planted it early enough in the season.
Oh yeah, that's the amazing thing too, is that they grow so quickly. So I'll put not only the link to the farm, so if you want to take the tour, but also the link, well, it's the same link to his website as well. So you can, he ships to the U.S. and he ships all over the world, he said. And so you can grow some plumeria. Rollie and I are definitely going to. I'm going to order some so that we're going to try to grow some plumeria. First, we're going to plant it in pots, right?
Pots in the house.
Pots in the house,
We got to
and then
make sure it survives the temperature.
yeah, and then we'll plant it outside. They're so beautiful.
Transfer it.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Rollie finished emptying out the bucket, and these are all the blooms that look good. And then he tossed, let me see the trash can, tossed some of the blooms that didn't look so good. Oh, and there were the seeds. There's the seeds that he said that you could just put those in the dirt, and from seed, a plumeria plant would take 2 years, from the stalk 1 year.
Stock
right?
1 year, seed 2 years.
Yeah.
And it grows so fast.
And they grow fast. And so I've put some thread on a needle for us. That's just one piece of thread from the sewing kit. Okay, honey, there's yours right there.
Okay.
All right, so all we're gonna do, I've only done this one other time before, last year. So all we're gonna do is just find the thick part of the stem right here, and you want all of your flowers to kind of face the same way. So just stick your needle through like that, and
pull to the end.
Pull to the end. That's it. And then just pick the.
Without my glasses.
Okay. And then just pick the different colors or pattern, however you want to make it. Last year when we were in Hawaii, we were in Oahu, and at the resort that we were at, they already had all the blooms and the needle and everything all ready to go for us. And so we didn't have to do much thinking. We just got the blooms and put them together and made a lei. So that's it. And we actually got here to Hawaii on May 1st, which is Lei Day, and actually May Day on the mainland, and Lei Day here in Hawaii. So, but we didn't wear a lei and we didn't make a lei that day, so we're doing it today.
On Cinco de Mayo.
On Cinco de Mayo. Boy, May has all kinds of wonderful days.
Plus it's Heritage Month, right?
And plus it's Asian Pacific Heritage Month, and yeah, there's some things going on for that. We'll share that with you while we're here. So let me see what Rollie's doing over here. He started his.
I don't know if they're all facing the same way, but...
That's okay. You can always face them after you're done.
Or not. I'm just trying to mix the colors.
Yeah. All right. So Rollie and I are going to work on our lei, and then I'm going to include some video in here of when we actually went to the Plumeria garden, and you can see Doug and hear him talk a little bit about, I can't remember what he was talking about actually when I was filming him. And then we'll be back to share with you our leis.
Colors of the lei rainbow, that first one that we saw, petals. This is Toba's fire. It was hybridized by a gentleman in Lahaina that has passed away since he's hybridized these trees. He was well known for
Did you say Toba?
Toba.
Oh, Toba.
T-O-B-A, Toba's fire. Their last name, his name was Richard Toba, and he kind of became well known in Lahaina because he would collect his blooms and give them to a nursing home. They would string leis and create a scholarship for Lahaina Luna high school kids. So they did that for years. He passed away. His wife still lived there for years afterwards. I'm not sure if they kept that tradition up. But they lost their farm in the fire, unfortunately. She's in her 90s. She moved back with her family. But they were super generous with me and giving me all their varieties for free like 20 something years ago. So the nice thing is I was able to give them all back to them because I grew all their trees. I had all their trees. So, and they're also all out in the world now amongst collectors. The collectors know them. This is
Oh, good job. Very good. You gonna make it longer?
Oh,
You like that size, Yellow? Looks like a good size. We finished our leis. So pretty. Good job, hun.
not bad. Not bad.
So pretty, huh?
And they smell good.
They do.
We went from farm to production to finished product.
That's right. Thank you guys for stopping by to see our leis, and hope you enjoyed the video we took when we visited Maui Plumeria Gardens. Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.